What's up, everybody? My name's Dr. Mark Whitfield. I'm the Assistant Director of Athletic Bands, and I teach low brass at North Carolina State University. Today, I'm going to be going over the 2024-2025 North Carolina Bandmasters Association All-State Honor Band Audition Repertoire for 11th and 12th grade Euphonium. The solo is excerpts from Alexandre Guilmant's Morceau Symphonique, so let's jump right into the solo. As you prepare for your audition, it's important to keep a few things in mind. This piece was written as a contest piece, so it's designed to show off the player's depth and range of ability. That's why there's so many different Italian instructions, so many different dynamics, there's so much contrast, and it kind of turns on a dime all over the place. So make sure you exaggerate all of that. The piece is divided into two contrasting sections. The first is slower and more melodic in G-flat major. The second is faster and more technical in nature in E-flat major. So, E-flat, the key of the second section, is a key that you're required to know. It's one of the scales that you're going to have to play in the scale room on your audition. G-flat, the key of the first section, is not one of the required scales that you have to know, but you need to know the scale up and down, backwards and forwards nonetheless. When I work on scales, I like to work on them multiple different ways. That way I don't get bogged down and memorize a pattern. I'm actually learning the key center. So, play your G-flat major scale and your E-flat major scale and all of the scales that you play on the audition. Play them 3 times through in all eighth notes. Play them in thirds, up and down. Work on the scale in ways that you familiarize yourself with the key center, not just with the scale pattern. That'll help familiarize you with the key center rather than just memorizing a scale pattern. The great tuba player Roger Bobo once said, "There's only 2 types of music, love songs and pirate songs." So let's treat this piece that way and exaggerate it. The first section, more melodic, more lyrical, is really a love song. If that's a love song, then the back half, the second section, the more technical section, is clearly a pirate song. So exaggerate your dynamics, exaggerate your articulations, and treat it that way. The more contrast you make in this, the more compelling your audition's going to be. The composer of this piece gives you a lot of instructions. There's a lot of Italian terms on the page that you need to be familiar with. Con anima, con fuoco, tranquillamente, dolce. All of those things, you need to know what they mean because the composer is giving you very specific instructions on how to play and how to interpret the music. The more familiar you are with those terms and apply them to your performance, the more compelling your audition will be and the more impressive it'll be to the judges. There's a lot of chromaticism in this piece. Don't shy away from that. Lean into all those accidentals, because they color the music a different way outside the key and they keep the listener engaged. So make sure you lean into that. Whether they outline a minor key or a minor chord or whether it's just a chromatic approach to the next note, really lean into them because it always gives the music some direction. The second section of this piece is marked at a quarter note equals 104. A lot of the recordings that you find of this, a lot of performances of this piece are considerably faster than that. So if you're going to model after those, you're probably going to want to double tongue the scales, the 16th notes in that E flat major scale passage. So work that into your scale practice slowly and work on making the back of the tongue sound just like the front of the tongue so that the listener can't tell the difference. You want to try to make your double tongue sound as close to your single tongue as possible. Like I said, this piece is a showpiece, so you've got to exaggerate everything. Your dynamics, your articulations, the style between the first lyrical section and the technical section, all that. You've got to exaggerate everything. I've got a separate video that I made that outlines my approach to playing expressively. It's kind of a set of general guidelines when you approach music. It's not just about this solo, it's about anything that you ever play. So if you want some additional suggestions on how to approach this music and get the most bang for your buck when it comes to playing expressively, go check it out. I'll link it here. Once again, everybody, I'm Dr. Mark Whitfield. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in a comment down below. You can also shoot me a message on Instagram or at my NC State email address. If you have any friends that are auditioning for All-State, send this playlist to them. I'm doing videos for trombone and euphonium for 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12 solos. Now, good luck on your audition, happy practicing, and go Pack!